Dircus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev on Saturday night, UFC 319. Who is leaving with the belt? We're going to answer that question on the YouTube channel today. We're also going to go through every other fight on the main card. Quick breakdown as we always do for the pay-per-views. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also comment who you are taking on Saturday night. It helps the videos perform so much. And I also want to interact with you guys and find out what you think of my picks, and I'll answer what I think of yours. So let's get into it. Kai Sakura minus 320 going up against Tim Elliott at plus 235. I like Sakura here. He wasn't ready for his UFC debut against Pantoja, but there's no shame in losing to a guy like Pantoja because he is one of the best in the world. Sakura is a good striker. I think he's much better than Tim Elliott. The odds show that at minus 320, and he has been talking all week about how he needs a big performance and he's going for the knockout. So I would look to him on the money line there. Good parlay piece. You want to take him by knockout, go for it. Then we go Jared Cannonier versus Michael Page. Love MVP in this spot. He is more athletic, he is younger, and he is rangier. I think this is going to be a physical matchup. If you like boxing, tune in for this one. But Page is just going to pick him apart over the course of 3 rounds because of his athleticism, the movement. You know, he can shoot if he wants to, but I think he keeps us on the feet and continues to strike. Speaking of range, we got Jeff Neal versus Carlos Pratis. You're getting Pratis minus 265 right now. Jeff Neal plus 200. I like Pratis here. When it comes down to it, I think he's rangier. Jeff Neal can definitely score a knockout in this one. He's got multiple routes to victory here, but Pratis is just rangier. That's what makes the difference here. I think the movement on the feet is going to be too much for Jeff Neal over the course of a 3-round fight. Bottom line is, if he can keep the range, there's no reason Pratis shouldn't win this. You're getting a good price, minus 265. Again, another parlay piece. These numbers are continuing to rise to the favorites, it seems, so a lot of people are on the favorites. But if you're looking for underdogs, we got 2 of them coming up here in the co-main, in the main event. Lerone Murphy going up against Aaron Pico. Let me talk to you about Aaron Pico. Minus 186, Lerone Murphy plus 144. I can't take Aaron Pico here because Patchy Mix destroyed me when it came to guys who were hyped up making their UFC debut. I just can't do it. I liked Patchy Mix a lot going into his fight, and he just didn't deliver. I think this is a big moment for Aaron Pico, and maybe the lights are going to be too bright. So I've decided this. I would rather lose money betting on a guy like Lerone Murphy, who is undefeated in the UFC at plus 144, and see what Aaron Pico can do in his debut. Imagine coming in from Bellator and PFL. Like, it's just a different level of competition. Now you're coming in against the legitimate fighter in Lerone Murphy in a massive pay-per-view in the co-main event of UFC 319. I think Pico is a great wrestler. I just don't think it makes a difference here. I think Lerone Murphy finds a way to win this fight at plus 144. And then in the main event, Dircus du Plessis plus 180 going against Khamzat Chimaev at minus 235. I think we're going to have a little buyback here. I do think people are going to be higher on Dircus as we get closer to the main event on Saturday night. But the bottom line is, we know that Dircus is going to get taken down by Chimaev. Can he survive? And more than that, can he stay calm in those moments? Early in the fight, if things don't go his way, can he stay calm, get some elbows from his back, and find a way to potentially escape a submission? That's what I'm really going to look for in this fight. This is a great live betting opportunity, I think. You look at Chimaev, he is going to win the early rounds, in my opinion. So Dircus's number at plus 180 is only going to get longer. So if you want to bet on Dircus after he loses a round or two, it's probably going to be a good time. You could get 6-1, 7-1, 8-1. We just don't know. But I think as long as Dircus can stay composed early, he has a great chance of winning with a big knockout shot late, especially if he blocks a few takedowns in the 3rd round, potentially the 4th round. There's going to be a chance to maybe go knee to the face or an overhand that knocks out Khamzat Chimaev. Also, too, you look at Chimaev, he telegraphs his takedowns. He goes from miles away for these takedowns. Now, they're super quick. They're hard to defend, but you know they're coming because you have time to react. So we know what the training camp has looked like for Dircus. It's obviously been intense. It's obviously been filled with, you know, a lot of takedown defense and all that. So I do think Dircus gets it done. And for the number of plus 180, this is a bad mother effer. This is a dude, one of the best trash talkers in the UFC, one of the best overall performers because he's a mixed martial arts specialist. He's not the best striker in the world, even though I do give him a slight edge on the feet. He's not necessarily the best grappler in the world, but when you combine all the elements of mixed martial arts, he is one of the best in the world, and I think Dircus gets it done on Saturday night. So do you agree with the picks? Let me know. We got 3 favorites and 2 dogs cooking. I think we're having a good night. I feel good about this one. And it all ends with Dircus du Plessis. And no matter what, I'll say this. I lose every fight on this card. I want Dircus to win because there's a lot of people going against him and doubting him, disrespecting him, and he don't deserve that one bit.